Good morning, ma'am. I am Christopher Advencula, and today I will discuss the chapter 14. So, after we discuss about the labor law, so today we will tackle about the insurance law. So, insurance law is mao ni sila ang mga insurance nga kanang madawat sa usa ka employee when they work in the company or other establishments. So insurance law, so there are many act or republic act that mandate by the government about the insurance law. So before we proceed, so we must know the learning objectives for this topic. So first, to enumerate items that can be insured by a tourism establishment, to identify the rationale behind the concept of insurance. So next is to explain the different kinds of insurance and identify the advantages and disadvantages of having an insurance. So for the content of this topic, so the definition and the concept of the insurance law. Next, the insurable interest and on different insurances that might be that I will tackle about this chapter. So insurance is very useful for companies engaged in the tourism industry. So insurance is not also applicable to the tourism industry, but also this is applicable in different an industry and other establishment related to a business or work. So insurance is very useful. Yes, this is indeed that insurance is very useful. But there are some instances that insurance there is disadvantages of having an insurance, and later we will tackle the advantages as well as the disadvantages of having the insurance as per the learning objectives as stated. So useful because there are many kinds of risk in enterprise where investment oftentimes is quite substantial. So yes, there are many risks that can be happen in business establishment. For example, kanang bankruptcy. So dili yun malikayan nga na yung mga business moagi og ka bankrupt. And insurance is very helpful to the employees for in case nga masira ang business, so naagi hapon sila madawat like SSS, pag-ibig, and the health benefits. So that is the kanang advantages po sa insurance. Kaya kung naay ka nang mahitabo nga kanang pagsira sa business, sa employees is naa sila kanang madawat gihapon by the use of their insurance. By way of example, an employer may subscribe to a group insurance of his employees as part of employee benefit program. So, insurance is just kini pwede siya matawag og benefit program for the employees. So there in insurance there is a contract. Insurance contracts are governed by the insurance law, which instituted the insurance code now referred to as PD in 1460. So in case of the latter's deficiency, the provision of the Civil Code of the Philippines governs. So in business, so it is expected that there are insurance. So as an employee or the applicant of the business, so you must know uh, if that business has an insurance or not. So na depende sa as an applicant, depende na to if ganahan ba ta og insurance or dili. So human itself, so ganahan jud ta og kana makabenefit ta sa usa ka kumpanya. So there is law mandated that in case of latter's deficiency, the provision of the Civil Code of the Philippines govern. So naanay kanang Code of the Philippines that state that insurance, there are some establishment, or especially in the big companies, that it is required that employees must receive an insurance in that business or the company, especially in some tourism and establishment or the hospitality industry. So for the definition and the concept, so section 2, a contract of insurance. So it is an agreement whereby one undertakes for a consideration to indemnify another against loss, damage, or liability arising from unknown or contingent event. So the essential elements of an insurance contract are, so first, insurable interest, existence of risk, assumption of such risk by an insurer, assumption of such risk by the insurer, said assumption being part of a general scheme to distribute actual losses among those bearing similar risk, payment of premium. So the characteristics of insurance contracts are, so these are the aleatory, the contract of indemnity, onerous, bilateral, and the formal. So the parties is an insurance contract. So these are the parties for the insurance that involved in the insurance contract: the insurer, the insured, and the beneficiary. Kung ingon tag insurer, so these are the owner of the company who give the insurance to the insured. So insured is the employees of the company, and the beneficiary is the one who are able to claim the insurance by the insured. So insurance contracts may refer to the following. So there are many types of insurance. So the life insurance. So kani silang life insurance, so nabilong dani is the death benefits by the employees. So if ever na ang kanang employees na nahitabo niya and lead to death, so the beneficiary will receive the insurance from the company kung asa ga work ang employee or the workers. So the fire insurance, so if there kung ay mahitabo nga sunog sa kanang insurance as a insured employee, so nga siya madawat nga fire insurance from the company nga iyang gitrabahoan. So for the marine insurance, so this is applicable to all the seaman or the sea woman who works in the cabin in the ship or the kanang mga barko. So if there are accidents nga mahitabo sa kanang sea accidents, so the insured employee will receive marine insurance. So and also the personal accident insurance. So if naay mahitabo sa employee or na accident sa agianan or unsa nga types of accident, so naa sila'y madawat nga insurance. So in terms of madawat kung pila, so it depends sa kumpanya and it depends sa contract nga gisabutan between the insured and the insurer na ilang nasabutan kung pila ilang madawa. So there are many types of insurance, and there na po sila kanang lahi-lahi nga amount nga madawatan sa insured or the beneficiary. So lahi madawatan sa life insurance, fire insurance, marine insurance, personal accident insurance, and it depends sa contract, depende sa kumpanya, at depende sa types of insurance. Contracts. So for the insurable interest, so for the section 10, every person has an insurable interest in the life and health, so of any person on whom he depends wholly or in part for education or support, or wherein he has precautionary interest. Next is of any person under a legal obligation to him for the payment of money or respecting property or services of which death or illness might delay or prevent the performance. Under the section 13, every interest and property, whether real or personal, or any relationship related to or liability in respect thereof, such nature that a contemplated peril might directly indemnify the insured is an insurable interest. So there are many ways nga matawag siya nga if this is the insurable interest or this is not an insurable interest. So under the section 14, an insurable interest in the property may consist the following. So these are the following nga matawag ang siyang insurable interest. So if first, if there is an existing interest. Next is to equate the interest founded on an existing interest. Next, if there is an expectancy coupled with an existing interest that out of which the expectancy arises. So under the section 15, a career or dispository of any kind has insurable interest in a thing held by him as such to the extent of his liability, but not to exceed the value thereof. So in the insurable interest is that a relationship with a person or thing that will support the issuance of any insurance policy. So in the company, so there is an insurance policy as well as a worker. So you must know what are the policy for the insurance so that you will know kung asa ka kung unsay mga rules and regulation ana nga contract. So di ka basa-basa mo perma sa insurance. So you should know, interpret, analyze the contract before you assign the paper. So a person is usually regarded as having an insurable interest in the subject matter insured when he will derive precautionary benefit or advantage from its preservation or will suffer precautionary loss or damage from its destruction. So for the beneficiaries, so ang beneficiaries, so they are the one who makadawat or who claim the money from the insured employee. So under the section 18, no contract or policy of insurance on property shall be enforceable except for the benefit of some person having an insurable interest in the property insured. So under the section 19, an interest in property insured must exist when the insurance takes effect and when the loss occur but need not exist in the meantime. An interest in the life of health a person insured must exist when the insurance takes effect but need exist insurance occur. So for the insurance includes first, insurance against loss of damage. Second, marine protection and indemnity insurance. So for the fire insurance, so under the section 16.7, as used in this code, the term fire insurance shall include insurance against loss by fire, lighting, windstorm, tornado, or earthquake, and other allied risk when such risks are covered by extension of fire insurance policies or under separate policies. So there are many way nga para matawag siya og fire insurance. So fire insurance is essentially a contract of indemnity, and fire insurance only a hostile and not friendly fire is insured against under an open policy. The measure of indemnity is the actual loss sustained and the burden is upon the insured to establish the amount of such loss. So under a valued policy of fire insurance, the valuation and the policy is conclusive between the parties. So for the compulsory motor vehicle liability insurance, so under the section 373 for purpose of this chapter, so a motor vehicle is any vehicle as defined in section 3 paragraph of Republic Act number 4160-36, otherwise known as the Land Transportation and the Traffic Code as amended by the PD 1455. Next, passenger is any fare-paying person being transported and conveyed in a motor vehicle for transportation of a passengers for compensation, including persons expressly authorized by law, the vehicle operator or his against to ride without fare. Next is the third party is any person other than a passenger as defined in this section and shall also exclude a member of the household or a member of the family within the second degree of consanguinity or affinity of a motor vehicle owner of land transportation operator as likewise defined herein or his employee in respect of death of bodily injured arising out of in course of employment. So for the land transportation, operator means the owners of motor vehicles for transportation of passenger for compensation, including the school buses amended by the 1455. For the land transportation operator means the owners of motor vehicles for transportation of passengers for compensation, including school buses amended in 1455. For the insurance policy, or the policy refers to a contract insurance against passenger and third party liability for death and bodily injuries arising from motor vehicle accidents amended. Next is the war risk insurance. So it is an insurance covering damage caused by acts of war. So it includes coverage of war, hijacking, and related perils. So insurers have intended to withdraw liability coverage for weapon of mass destruction as subset wars risk insurance. So these are include of radioactive contamination, electromagnetic pulse devices, and the chemical biological weapons. So that's it for the insurance law for the chapter 14. So as I said, so as an employee, we should know what are the insurance uh, given to the company. So we should know what are the benefits of the company if you work in the establishment of the business. So that's it for today. Thank you and God bless.